Are you thinking about keeping bees in 2025? If you stick around with me in this video, I'm going to tell you guys some useful tips that are going to help you become a better beekeeper and thrive in your beekeeping journey. For those that don't know me, I'm Mike. I'm going on my 4th year beekeeping. I am up in the tri-state area, so I get cold winters, and I started with 2 colonies, and I'm now up to 14 colonies. My first tip of advice is going to be contacting your local beekeepers association within your state. Usually they have a .org website. You could just search up whatever state you're in, Beekeepers Association. You'll usually find a .org website. In there, they'll have a lot of useful links and resources that will help you connect to either local colleges or an accredited beekeeper, a master beekeeper, that have classes available. Usually these classes consist of educational portion as well as hands-on in-field activities. Usually those hands-on portions will be in March to May. Just want to be aware of that. That leads me to my next step with the Beekeeping Association. They can actually link you up to finding a mentor that's local to you, someone that you can get along with. If you don't get along with one, they'll hook you up with another. Usually they're within a reasonable distance, so if you needed help, they can travel to you. Or if you had a question they weren't answering, you could travel to them if you wanted to go into their colonies. A mentor is invaluable. My mentor and I, we still chit-chat, and I found him 4 years ago now almost. Wow, that's crazy. Time flies. So me and my mentor still chat. I may not have as many questions for him, but we still shoot the shit about what our colonies are doing and what colonies are giving us a headache, or how we have no idea how this one went queenless and then had a queen, then queenless, then had a queen. Honestly, you just get beekeeping friends from your mentors, and they might become a lifelong buddy. Next tip is going to be get your gear before you get your bees. So you have plenty of budget options, you have plenty of commercial options, and professional grade equipment. I honestly did a review on this recently. I'll link to it somewhere up here. I'll put a little video link. I think it's actually better quality than some of my professional stuff. But make sure you have your gear before you have your bees. You're going to want to have a veil or jacket, gloves, a hive tool, a smoker at the minimum. I do suggest that new beekeepers use full protective gear. You could get away with jeans or pants, and make sure that you have a jacket and gloves and a good veil, a fencing veil. And once you have all your equipment in place, you've taken your class, and you have found your mentor you could find once you get your bees. But I would join the association sooner rather than later, because they do have meetings monthly. So if you could find somebody from now in January until March when you're going to start keeping bees, that'd be even more valuable. So you could figure out how the weather affects your bees in the area, what the high and low flows are, if there's any dearths, things of that nature. And if you guys have any questions up to this point, please put them in the chat. I'll try to compile a bunch of comments and make a follow-up video on it, if you guys are interested in something like that. But I will wait for at least 5 to 10 comments before I create a second video. And now the next thing that you're going to have to consider, guys, is nuke or nucleus or package. So a package usually comes with a virgin queen, which means she has to go on a mating flight, come back to the colony, start laying. The bees will also have no drawn foundation, giving them a disadvantage slightly, being that they're going to have to go out, collect resources, use those resources immediately to start building comb, and go from there. Also, you have a 20% chance that your queen doesn't make it back. I'd say an even better chance that if you get your package in early March, that the colonies that are local to you are not creating drones that are going to mate with your queen. So there's a chance you won't even get mated properly. With a nucleus, however, you can definitely up your chances, because they usually come with 4 to 5 frames of drawn comb. They have brood, which is baby bees. They have larvae and eggs. They have food, as well as open space for the queen to continue laying. This just gives them a jump start on the opportunity to go out, collect resources, have a place to store them, keep moving forward, and less chance of absconding on you. And we don't want to lose bees, guys. If we just spent, let's say, $400 with the bees and the equipment, we don't want to lose those bees in the first month. We want to keep those bees. If we're going to lose them, we want it to be in the wintertime. So if you guys are enjoying this video, I'm going to put a video here or here It'll be for the beginners, and it'll show you exactly what the components are for a colony, how to stack it up, and I'll explain slightly on what each of them do. So I hope you guys are having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch everyone on the next one.